Archie Slaymaker, International Boxing News in association with Vote Boxing. And I'm joined by, first of all, Alen The Savage Babic. Alen, how are you today?
Thank you, brother. Good. Living the best years of my life, the best days of my life.
I was going to say, your nice shiny silver belt there and the portrait of yourself behind.
You see, I have everything I ever wanted. Everything I ever wanted fits in this picture. Everything I ever wanted.
It's a very
Now I
fitting
want
back.
more. Now I want more. I want it all. I want it all right now, brother.
Obviously, it's a perfect backdrop for this interview. And we're going to jump straight into it. You're fighting for the WBC Bridgerweight title versus Lukasz Rozanski following Oscar Rivas. It pulled out through injury. Is there any news on where that fight and when that fight will take place at all? We heard March the 11th, possibly in Liverpool. If you could just evaluate on that for me, please.
Listen, the news is that Lukasz Rozanski is watching my every story. So that is not a good news because when people do that, they tend to get away from the fight. They don't like to fight the savage. So I don't know. I really don't know. I know as much as you do. I find out everything through the media also. So it's weird. It's a fucked up situation. I don't really know much, and they don't tell me much. I talk to Dillian every now and again, but it's very scarce information, very, very, very slow coming to me.
Have you not heard of a date or a possible venue at all?
I heard of 15 possible dates and 30 possible venues, but none of them were true. So I don't go out, in the public anymore because it's weird, even for me. I tell one thing and then in like 5 days is the other thing, and then in like 2 days is the other date. So I don't even go out with my information anymore.
There is one thing we definitely know. It is Lukasz Rozanski next for the WBC full Bridgerweight title. How do you believe you beat Rozanski?
Well, I think I rate him okay because he is the mandatory and stuff, but I don't rate him as high as I did Balski. I think Balski is much tougher opponent, much younger. He's 5 years younger. He was tough as nails. So I think it's going to be a similar fight, but I don't think he can hold out to punches like Balski did. I hit that guy with everything I had in the arsenal, and he was still standing. That's weird. So it usually doesn't happen. So I think he's not going to be able to cope with my pressure like Balski did.
Obviously, it is a huge fight. We're in the arena for the Balski fight, and obviously that was a tough fight. Obviously, you did come through it with a great performance. Obviously, channeling that into this fight, do you see anything in Rozanski's game that you'll be able to capitalize on?
Well, listen, all I need to see is that he's a fighter. He's truly a fighter, a true fighter, and no fighter ever beat me in that game. Don't slug out with the savage. That's very bad idea, very poor choice. Because I have a great chin and I can slug for days, not for rounds, for days. And I want it to be a slugfest, So I'm expecting a slugfest. So you don't do that, And this guy is a slugger. This guy is a fighter, a brawler. So if he beats me in my own style, that is game over for me, ain't it?
Obviously, you haven't been out since May, and we all know as fans, you love to be out, you love to be active. We know you've sparred the likes of Tyson Fury, Lawrence Coley, Dillian White. How frustrating has it been for you that you haven't been in the ring since May?
Well, it was very, because one day after the Balski fight, I was starting to call out Rivas. And till this day, everything stays the same. I'm still calling out guys. So it's fucking frustrating because, listen, only time I get paid is when I fight. It's that simple. I didn't fight in 8 months. Now imagine somebody in a supermarket doesn't receive his pay in 8 months. It's fucked up, I don't like boxing world like that. I like it before. Like I like boxing to be my job, not to be the privilege to fight. I think I earned my right to fight. I just want to fight. I want to make people happy. Now the fans want me. I want to fight. The whole UK is calling for me. I call for the UK. So everything is good, but I don't understand this boxing politics. I really don't. I really don't. It's fucked up. and I'm angry. I'm angry for some time now. But that being said, like 2 months ago, I realized how things work, and I'm not angry anymore because it have no fucking sense. Who cares if I'm angry? Nobody cares, you know. So I just spent myself, and and I just took it like it is. I don't know what to say. I'm still angry, obviously, but I covered it.
Now, we can all tell. Obviously, you seem one of the most easiest opponents to get a deal done with, just because you just want to get in there and fight.
I just say yes to everything. They just asked me for to fight on the. You said which undercard? The Madison Square Garden.
Madison Square Garden, February the 4th.
They just asked me, and I say yes. So every single thing they wanted, I said yes. So maybe, I mean, even on that undercard to have a fight before Rozanski, not with Rozanski,
Have
because
you heard if
Rozanski.
Rozanski has said yes?
No, not with Rozanski. This is a fight before the Rozanski fight, because they don't know how much he's gonna need to be ready. And I'm ready right now, so I don't want to wait another 2 months. You're gonna kill me. You're gonna kill me. Give me a fight.
No, I totally understand. And obviously, you will scream it as just as loud that you do need to get out and you do need to get active, even if it is one before the Rozanski fight. Obviously, you have been in the gym sparring, though, the likes, like we said, of Tyson Fury, Lawrence Okoli. Could you just talk to me about those spars with Tyson and Lawrence?
Oh, it was beautiful. The best comes in my life if we don't put Dillian White in. The first Dillian White camp, it was where I became this, what I am now. He gave me the nickname and everything. So that doesn't count. That's the number one. But other than that, Fury and Okoli both were amazing camps. Amazing camps. A lot of boxing, with Fury, we did 4 sparrings a week. The crazy guy. I do that in my own gym, but I thought I was the only one in the world who does it. All the likes of James Tooney or the all fighters, So we did 4 sparrings a week, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful. Massacre. Every single sparring was a massacre. I don't have any respect for a guy in the ring, So when we are in the ring, he's not Tyson Fury to me. When we are out of the ring, I respect him. I would do everything he says. But when we're in the ring, fuck, it was crazy. Crazy. I get to put my hands on the world champ, one of the greatest. Also, it was really something.
Was there anything particular you learned from Tyson? Did he tell you anything with regarding?
A lot. We were talking every day. He's like me, I like to share my experience with everybody. And he's the same. So we talked every single day. I asked him like million questions, and he gave me 1,000,001 answer. So it was really, really good. I loved it. Like I said, other than Dillian's, the best camp I ever had.
Was there anything particular he told you that has stuck with you?
Particular, he told me I could be a world champ. So that erased all other things. Tyson Fury told me, Alen The Savage Babic, that I will be the world champ. So it was crazy. It was a crazy moment, because he said to me after second sparring session, and I was like, what the fuck did you just say? No, I mean it. He said, you will be world champion. I see it. So it's crazy. I was just back home and, crazy.
When that inevitable title shot comes, that will be in the future, and that will inevitably happen. Obviously, you are part of Team White. You have touched on it briefly with the spars, and that being one of your best camps of your career. What is it like being part of Team White and the mentality that you share with the rest of the team?
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's just what I was looking for. So there is no holding up, no holding back, and all that comes your way, it's like a train, a train without brakes. Dillian just throws it at you. He doesn't care. Hey, Savage, you're gonna fight. Okay, you're gonna do it. Okay, you're gonna do this. Okay, I had 2 fights in 4 days. My first 2 fights were 4 days apart. I had one fight in Rome, Italy, and then I went back, and then I had a fight at O2 Arena. So it's crazy. He just throws it all at you, all at the same time. And it's all up to you if you're going to use it. Because Dillian White gave a chance to maybe 30 plus fighters. The same chance I got and Fabio Worley got. And me and Fabio Worley are one of the few who took advantage of it. It's crazy.
It does seem the relationship with all the fighters in Team White is quite a tight-knit team. Is that correct?
It's quite what?
A tight-knit team. So like you're all close together.
Yeah, of course it is. But like I said, there is no love lost there, If you fuck up, you're out. He had a lot of fighters, but none can endure everything, in the fights, the media, the pressure, everything. So you really gotta be a special guy to work with Dillian. And everybody who works with Dillian, who will work with them, I'm gonna respect them right away because I know what you have to go through to work with Dillian. It's not easy, but it's as you see, all of this is from Dillian.
That's definitely it. Obviously, I'm going to touch on this quite a lot. I don't know if you saw, there was a tweet online, and it said every fight card should have either Cheeseman, Eggington, or Alen Babic on the card. How does it feel to have that support from the UK fans?
Oh, it's crazy. That is the one thing that I need, that needs to be there. All the other things, it's okay, but that thing, the UK fans took me in from the day one, day first, and they are my backbone. That's my backbone, Everything I said wrong in my country and stuff, I just think about, okay, I have UK behind me. So it's a big thing. It's like a building on my back. And always I feel indebted to give the best performance of my life, every chance I got, because as you can see, you don't get many chances in this life. And even when you got a chance, like I did, like golden chance, you don't get fights. So every single fight, I'm gonna make sure I pay the UK back. I'm gonna leave my blood there every time I come. I really respect my UK Armada. It's fucking crazy. It's not normal.
So
Shit.
we totally understand. Obviously, boxing does mean a lot to you in yourself. If you could sum up for us, what does boxing mean to you, Alen?
Boxing is my life. Boxing is my way of expressing myself, my way of being someone other than this boy from the coastal town of Croatia, small town, So boxing is my window to the world, I only know world because of boxing. I never traveled in my life. Only time I traveled it was when I fight. I didn't have a single travel other than boxing. So boxing is everything to me, really. It really is. And I'm gonna return back my whole life because I feel indebted by boxing.
That's perfect. Obviously, I'm going to touch on one question. I don't want to look too far in the future, but there's a certain fighter you're always on his lips. It is Dave Allen. Is that a fight that will entertain yourself in the future in the heavyweight division?
Of course, that fight's gonna happen. Even if we are both like 50 years old, we're gonna fight. I'm 100% certain that fight is gonna happen. But he needs to get a sort of his form and stuff because I'm in tremendous form. So it would be a slaughter right now. But I want him to be at his best, and I want me to be at my best, and then I want to slug it out in O2 Arena, or in Newcastle, or in Manchester, whenever. I love all of the UK the same, but so I'm just waiting for him. So one side said yes, that's me, the most easiest guy to deal with. So whenever he's ready, I'm in for the fight. Let's make the biggest main event ever in UK.
That's perfect, Alan. Just final for me, just a message to the UK fans ahead of your ring return.
Oh, my UK fan, I can't wait to be back in UK. I dream about the days of going to the airplane and forgetting everything in my own country, which I love, forgetting everything and just go into full savage mode. because Savage is waiting, you know, and I'm gonna give you hell. I'm gonna give you blood. I'm gonna give you everything you want. You bloodthirsty savages. I know you.
Perfect. Thank you for Alen Babic for talking to international boxing news. I really appreciate your time today.
Thank you, brother. Be good.